Let's get it. Reports have it that Kody is now refusing to shoot Sister Wives with his new co-star, David Woolley. Now, the dispute between David and Kody is clear. Like, I understand why Kody might be a little bent out of shape, a little butthurt, a little hot under the collar, that David has entered into his ex-wife's life and is, since time, has married his ex. So I can see where that might create some tension. I also understand that because Kody has defined himself so heavily and identified himself so heavily with the Sister Wife franchise that he may now feel a little threatened because David Woolley is entering in to this sphere and he has gained so much popularity, so much recognition, and to be honest with you, so much favor from the fans. I get it. But the ridiculous part to me is that Kody, if you're listening to this, and if this is at least even remotely true, I caution you against this action. Why? I understand that you may feel like you're being replaced, and a way for you to stop from being replaced is to demand that they take your replacement off the show because you're the star of the show. The problem that you have is that you don't have as much weight or as much pull as you believe you do. You're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to get stuck. You're going to get stuck in a position where you're going to provide an ultimatum to the producers of the TLC polygamy propaganda program. Either you guys get rid of him or I quit. And the producers could very well say, looking at the numbers from Christine and David's marriage or wedding, and looking at the social media sites that are extremely excited and interesting in getting to know who David Woolley is, especially in relation to the family and more importantly, his relationship with Christine. And especially looking at the fact that they're more willing to film their lives and their daily, everyday happening and putting that on social media and involve their fans and give access. The choice is really no choice. You are going to quit this show. I'm not even going to really say that you're going to get fired. You're going to quit. Because when you refuse to film, they're going to say, okay, you quit. It's done. We just won't book you anymore. Hey guys, this is Edit James. I was just thinking about what I was saying, and I wanted to elaborate on that a little more, expand on it. If Kody decides to quit versus Kody being fired from TLC, these are substantive differences and can make a huge difference depending on what their contract says and what they agreed upon when they first signed those contracts. What are the stipulations? For instance, if Kody is fired from TLC, they're releasing him from the contract, which would allow him to go out and pursue other opportunities. That gives him the freedom to sign up with another reality show, another network. They could be on a competing reality show in the same time slot, competing directly with Sister Wives at that point. The non-compete would all but disappear, depending on how the contract is formed and phrased. Now, if they have a standard contract, entertainment contract, then you could have a non-compete clause that would be in full contact or full effect. You would also have Kody's desire of non-performance. So he basically doesn't want to complete the agreed upon stipulations of the said contract, executed contract, where TLC could then use that contract to prevent him from filming with anyone else. They don't necessarily have to, especially with the way they craft a lot of these reality show contracts, they don't have to film with you. But at the same time, you can't film with somebody else, especially somebody who is going to compete with the program or the show that you're on, the project that you're on. So he won't, if he gets fired, he could start, Surviving Sister Wives, the male edition on We Network or Bravo or whatever. If he quits or he refuses to participate in the filming of the show, then TLC could say, no go, you can't do anything unless we let you do it, and we're not letting you do it. You mess with us, we're going to mess with you. Now, it all depends on what the contract says and how things are rooted out and whether this story is actually true or not. So we'll see. Back to the show. And then you'll have like you'll find that your spots on the show will get smaller and smaller and smaller. The truth of the matter is, if Kody really wants to try to ingrain himself within the show, he has to start opening himself up more towards letting people in, letting people see. Celebrate the fact that you found the love of your life, your soulmate, and you love Robin, you love being with Robin, and you're invested in Robin, and enjoy that life and that lifestyle. The only people that you're fooling by saying that you're not really excited or happy to be together by yourselves is yourselves. Nobody else is buying the idea that you secretly want Mary and Christine and Janelle to what? Sit around and wait for you when you decide that you want to kick them a little bit of time, or Robin gets tired of you and puts you out of the house and you have an alternative house to go to. Nobody wants to see that. That's part of your challenge, and that's part of the reason nobody likes you. Now, when it comes to David, I also understand that there is a point where, David has been kind of riding Kody a little bit. And so it's not exactly a victimless crime because David did do some things with Kody. Let's take a look. There's here where David has the beer and Skittles, emblematic of where Kody is in the last few seasons as he took up the title of this isn't beer and Skittles, it's not beer and Skittles. And David, of course, strategically takes a picture with Christine. She's holding a pack of pretzels. You can't really see it here, but of course you can clearly see that David is holding beer and a pack of Skittles. And that is in direct reference to Kody. So he's trolling the hell out of Kody. In addition to that, you also have this, where Kody had made reference that he was disgusted with Christine because of watching her eat nachos. So, of course, David takes a picture in the middle where he's sitting there smiling like the Cheshire Cat holding a big old plate of nachos. And then in the next picture right above me, he's feeding Christine nachos. So, of course, David doesn't have a problem with Christine eating nachos. He's excited about her eating nachos. And what that said to me as a fan is that what this picture symbolizes is that David is fully accepting Christine for everything that she is, everything that she was, and everything that she does. And that makes it more wholesome and more inviting for him to be invited into the Sister Wife franchise. So, with that being said, I think that Kody finds himself in a bad position where he's trying to make demands when he has no collateral. He has no leverage. You have no end. You don't have the position to be able to make demands to TLC nor the fans that they get rid of David and thereby get rid of Christine and fire them from your show because you don't like it. If you're going to have to suck it up, Buttercup, because David is here to stay. And if you don't watch it, Janelle and Mary are going to mess around and find love interest, and they're also going to be on the show, so you might as well get comfortable with the idea. Let me know what you guys think down below. This is My Take. I'm James. This has been My Take on Reality, and I'm out. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side.